Alright, so I just showed you how to make the part file for 7.1 number 8. Now we're going to make the drawing file. Again, this is something I have not done yet before, so I might be doing some pausing, and the video might seem like it kind of jolts from one thing to the next. But yeah, let's dive in. Also, you might hear the bell go off in the next few minutes here, so my apologies for that. But here is my part file, alright, for this particular part. So I want to make a drawing file. So I'm going to go to File, New, Drawing. And since this is already open, it should import this particular file for the drawing file as the base. We'll see what it does. First things I want to do are change out my ANSI. So we're going to delete that one. I'm going to edit the sheet and make it an A size sheet, not B, A. And I will put the A size title block in here by clicking Insert. I was doing some right clicking there to get some of those. Although I'm not sure I'm going to have all that populated by the end. I just want you to see what that looks like. Okay, so for base, I click that, and yes, since it's open, it assumes that's what I want to make a drawing file of. It is correct. So yeah, I will go here and let's put my front view over here. And we can do a right view on this side. And then we'll have our isometric kind of floating above at an angle. Try about like that. It looks pretty good. So I kind of like the way everything is. Click OK. And it gave me some notes about how it wants me to do this. So dimension the cylindrical features in which they do not appear as a circle. Alright, so they talk about that in that slideshow. And that means I'm going to dimension them over here, where they look like rectangles and not circles. So normally you wouldn't do that, but in this case they probably want us to feature or emphasize the holes, so we'll get to that in a sec. So to do this, I'm going to go to Annotate, Dimension, and before I even do that, let me draw a center line through here. Okay, so through there to there. I'll have it extend a little bit beyond the object. Alright, perfect. And let's also put a center mark here. Alright. Those are probably the only ones I'll want. Well, it looks like they put them through the holes too, so that's not a bad idea. So let me zoom in a little bit and add them to these holes. Okay, center mark there, here, and here. There's that bell. Apologies. Alright, so next step is I need to dimension these cylinders. So I'll go to Dimension, and let's select there. Notice I'm avoiding the green dots. I don't want to dimension anything kind of weirdly. And so here I've got this first cylinder dimensioned. Now I need to add a note. It is a diameter, so let me throw this on there. That put it in the wrong place, so to fix that, I'm going to move my cursor to the front and click OK. And there we have it. So do the same thing for the larger circle. It's still in dimension. Avoid the green dots if you can. And now this gives us that overall dimension. Before I click OK, I'm going to click the diameter symbol. And we have those diameters dimensioned. Next, what I need to do is get these holes dimensioned, and that shouldn't be too bad. They have some directions for us. So it says, note that TYP means typical, indicates that the dimension is typical for all similar features. But they want us to use that 2 or 3 times symbol. So we'll have to see how that goes here. Assume that they're all cut completely through. Indicate this by adding the word through after the whole diameter in the dimension note. So let's try this out. Let's go to, let's see, a whole note. Let's click on this and see if how this works. Alright, looks good so far. I'm wondering if it's trying to open something. Let me pause while I figure that out. Okay, so for whatever reason that wasn't really working the way I wanted it to. I'm sure I could figure it out if there's possibly a better way to do it, but I found a way that would work. So I'm going to go to Dimension, click on this circle here, bring off a leader line, make sure it's about a 45-degree angle, not 0-degree angle, not a 90-degree, but 45. And I'm going to edit this text a little bit, right? So they said instead of using the word type, all right, for typical or tip, they want us to do the 3 times, because there's 3 of these, and then the dimensions of this feature. All right, so that's going to look something like this. I'm going to go in here, move the cursor to this side, put 3 times, and I think if I hit the Enter key, it will actually put that below. And then as far as this, we do want it to show up as a diameter. So let me say I've continued to try to work with this, and it's not working out right now. Probably something is weird going on with my computer, but that would work, what I was showing. So the 3 space capital X, enter to put the dimension below, and then if you add that diameter symbol in front of it and click OK, what should appear on your sketch is that line with the leader line with the dimensions and the 3 times that dimension. So that would be the rest of creating this drawing file.